Hello, it's Deborah from the attic, and today I'm ready to share some additions that I've made to the Winterland kit that I've been working on and that I've shown you in the previous 3 or 4 videos. And the reason I've done some extra sheets is because I found that I wanted extra texture and extra depth of colour to add to my own version of this journal. So I've produced 10 new background sheets, and there are also 3 sheets with templates on. To help me talk you through the sheets, I'm going to bring in my own journal that I've been working on, this one here, because I want you to see how well the sheets will all work together. These use the same colour palette as I've used for this journal here, but of course these will work alone. You don't need to have the journaling kit in order to be able to use these as background papers for any winter style projects that you want to do. So as I flip through these, I want you just to notice how they all will continue to coordinate with each other. And it means that if you already have the journal kit, there are additions that you can make. There are extra textures that you can add, and this is why I wanted to use them for myself. This is the first of the templates, which has snuck in, and it shouldn't have snuck into that place. This sheet you may recognise from the journal kit, but I've altered it. I've added more wildlife into this, and I've also removed the lines that were on that sheet as well. Because the original journal colours were very, very soft and very pale, in some of these additional sheets I've added a greater depth of colour. Now we're on to the templates. So this is a large envelope. This is actually a full-sized envelope that you could send through the mail if you wanted to. I'm going to use it as a way of capturing extra things within my journal. And you can either print this out on one of these sheets, so print this out and then reverse this sheet, print a background sheet like that, and then you've got these guidelines to cut it out and your envelope will come from this paper. Or, as I've tended to do for a long time, I cut these out and I use these as templates, and then I can position it exactly where I want it over the background sheets, because some of those sheets have got different elements in them that you might want in your envelope. For example, in this one you might want your envelope to capture a little bit more of the birds and this scene with the rabbit in the background. Oh, it's a hare, not a rabbit. Then there are 2 folders. These folders make up really nicely. This is something I'm working on using the Chili background sheets. Again, you'll find those in my Etsy store, and I'll provide a link below the video. Click in the Read More button if it doesn't immediately pop up in the description. And I've printed these out on double-sided sheets, and then I've cut them out using this as a template. So I've cut this out, put it over the background sheet, drawn around the outside, and then I've cut these out. And it makes really, really lovely folders that you can add into your journal. But of course you can also split them. You can cut them in half and just use it as an extra large pocket in your journal as well. So that's how I've used those. And then finally I have a different template to the ones that I've included in my previous background sets. This one is a pocket, and the pocket makes up to a 3x4 inch size. There are these little tabs to help you fold it in place and glue it into position, and you use it in exactly the same way as the other ones. You can either print it onto a background sheet or cut it out and use it repeatedly on whatever papers you happen to have. The final sheet I want to show you is this one. It's always my most favourite one to design. It has 3 tags and it has 3 lozenges. These are generously sized tags, and I've included some wildlife on these. There are some birds flying across the top. There's a fox, a squirrel and a hare running across the bottom. The lozenges are designed so they are the same width as the tags, so you can put these over the top of the tags if you want. And in the case of the fox and the squirrel, these lozenges would actually fit over and cover those. Not so much on the hare, the paws might pop through this bottom corner, but for these 2 characters the lozenge would cover them if you didn't want them to be a part of your tag design. And I wanted to include more creatures just to complement some of the other characters in the journal. As always, I'm going to say thank you very much for your time. Thank you for watching. This background kit will be in my Etsy store, and I'll provide a link below the video. Just click on the Read More button and that will release all of the links. And I'm going to say that until we meet again, stay safe and take care.